You've never trained your chest. Not badly, not inefficiently. Never. You've trained your triceps. You've trained your front delts extremely well, actually. That's why they're the biggest thing on your upper body right now. And every single time, your chest was lying right there, under the bar, holding the weight, doing almost nothing. That's not a form problem you fix with a cue. That's 5 years of chest day arriving at the wrong address. 9 mistakes. You're doing at least 3 of them today. Here's the first. The bench press is not a chest exercise. Your chest's job is not to push things upward. Its job is to bring your arm across the front of your body, a hugging motion, not an elevator. Watch someone bench and follow the path of the weight. Straight up, straight down, elbows flared out wide, arms moving like 2 pistons. The path never crosses toward the middle of the body even once. Your chest fibers run from your breastbone out to your upper arm. They only pull hard when the arm is traveling inward. Press purely vertically, and the triceps and front delts run the movement while your chest holds the coat. Fix the path. Elbows tucked to about 45 degrees and let the dumbbells drift inward as you press, finishing over the middle of your chest instead of straight over your shoulders. 5 years of benching without once training your chest. Your chest day is building your shoulders. This is why your front delts are cooked and your chest is untouched. Watch the setup, or rather the total absence of one. Guy lies down, grabs the dumbbells, starts pressing within 2 seconds. Shoulders rolled forward, chest caved in, looking like he's apologizing to the ceiling. When the shoulder rolls forward, the joint physically sits in front of the chest. The front delt is now in the strongest position it will ever be in, and the chest is bunched up and slack. You're trying to stretch a rubber band that's already loose. Before a single rep, pull your shoulder blades back and down and hold them there. Small natural arch in the lower back, chest pointed up. Your lats become a shelf and your chest finally has something to press from. Round shoulders, flat chest, and a silhouette that gets worse the harder you work. You bounce out of the only inch that grows. The bottom of the rep is not the part you survive. It's the part you came for. You've seen it, and you've probably done it. The bar touches the chest and comes straight back off the ribs like a trampoline, and the whole set has a rhythm to it, like someone bouncing a basketball. A muscle sends its loudest growth signal when it's stretched under load. That's the bottom inch. When you bounce, that inch gets handled by elastic recoil and your rib cage instead of your chest. The one rep that mattered got answered by somebody else. 2 to 3 seconds on the way down. Pause at the bottom for 1 full second with the tension held, not resting. Then drive, turning the strongest rep in the set into the weakest. Flat bench only. The part of your chest you actually want is the part you have never trained. Look at a chest built entirely on flat pressing. It starts halfway down. There's a shelf of muscle in the middle and then nothing up top, so in a t-shirt, the collar area just sits empty. The upper chest attaches at your collarbone, which means its fibers run at a completely different angle. They only take real load when the arm travels up and across. Flat pressing barely speaks to them. You painted the wall and skipped the top third, then wondered why the room looks unfinished. Add incline pressing, 15 to 30 degrees, 1 or 2 notches on the bench. Any steeper, and your front delts take the set back. The exact part that fills a shirt is the only part you never load. Half your set is rest. At the top of every rep, your skeleton is holding the weight, not your chest. You know the guy. Presses up, locks out, clinks the dumbbells together, holds it there for 2 seconds while he collects himself, then lowers. 10 reps, and about 8 of them include a little vacation at the top. When your arms lock straight, the load stacks down through bone. Gravity pulls straight down, your arms are straight up, and the muscle in the middle is basically off duty. Like standing there holding a suitcase heavy? Sure, but nothing is being trained. Stop just short of lockout. No clinking. Turn around and go back down while tension is still on. Your rest happens between sets, not inside them. A set of 10 that reaches your body as a set of 5. Dumbbells and cables are not interchangeable. They don't do the same thing. They do opposite halves of the same thing. Every gym has the guy who switches between dumbbell press and cable flies week to week and calls it changing things up. He's not changing the exercise, he's changing which end of it exists. Dumbbells are loaded by gravity, so tension is highest at the bottom stretch and almost gone at the top. Cables pull horizontally, so tension is highest at the squeeze and weakest at the stretch. 2 ropes being pulled from opposite ends. So stop treating them as substitutes and use both on purpose. Dumbbells or barbell for the stretched half, cable or machine flies for the squeezed half. Years of training, half a movement, and calling the result half a chest. You chase the feeling instead of the load. The burn is not the signal. It never was. 15 sets of light cable flies, elbows soft, chasing the pump, walking out with the best chest feeling of your life, and a training log that says exactly what it said last month. Growth responds to mechanical tension, how hard the muscle had to work against a load. The burn is metabolic byproduct. It's dramatic, it's satisfying, and it tells you nothing. Judging a workout by how it feels is like judging a car by how loud the engine sounds. Write your numbers down and make one of them move every week. Weight, reps, or a slower lowering. One number. Feeling is not evidence. A year of, I really felt that, with nothing on paper that moved. Chest, once a week. Your chest grows for 2 days, then weights 5. Monday is International Chest Day. Every gym on the planet, every flat bench occupied, and then that muscle doesn't get touched again for 168 hours. The building process ramps up after training, peaks around a day later, and is essentially finished by the 2-day mark. Window open, window closed. It's a construction crew that shows up, works 2 days, then sits in the parking lot until next Monday. Split the same volume across 2 sessions. Half on Monday, half on Thursday. Same work, same time, twice as many days under construction. About 100 days of building a year, and 265 empty ones. You keep restarting. You didn't run 6 programs. You ran the first 3 weeks of a program 6 times. Push-pull legs. Then upper-lower because someone said it was better for frequency. Then a 6-week program from a guy with a better chest than yours. Then 2 weeks off. Then something new. The first 3 weeks are the worst 3 weeks of any program. You're still learning the movements, the loads are conservative, nothing has accumulated. The results live in weeks 8 through 20, and you have never once been there. 6 times you walked to the trailhead and photographed the sign. Pick something reasonable, there is no optimal, and run it for 16 weeks without changing anything. When it gets boring, that's not the signal to switch. That's the signal it finally started. Cost everything. This is the real reason your chest is flat. 9 mistakes. 1 caused the work left your body, and your chest never received it. It didn't refuse to grow. It was never asked. Ask it tonight. Elbows in, press toward the middle. 1 set and you'll know. If it lands, hit like for the next guy pressing 2 plates into his front delts. 9 mistakes in 1 muscle. You have 5 more. Subscribe and I'll take them apart one at a time. Go ask it.